She needed the money, that was all. Grace Ashmore sat across from the woman. The cafe was crowded and warm inside. $500, the woman said flatly. Grace's hands trembled around her coffee cup. Just ruin his date, make him uncomfortable. Grace wasn't proud of what desperation did. Her daughter Lily needed surgery, real surgery, the kind insurance laughed at covering. 3 months of double shifts at the diner hadn't been enough. So when a sleek, cold-eyed woman named Vanessa Holt approached her with an envelope of cash, Grace listened. "His name is Caspian Thornwell," she explained. "CEO, widower, my ex. He's got a blind date tomorrow night at Marcello's. I want you to sit nearby, interrupt them, cause a scene, make sure it falls apart." Grace felt sick, but Lily's face, pale, tired, brave, floated in her mind. "I'll do it," she whispered. Marcello's smelled like garlic and candlelight. Grace wore her only decent dress. She spotted him immediately at a corner table. Caspian Thornwell was tall, quiet, composed, dark suit, kind eyes, a nervous smile. His date hadn't arrived yet, apparently. Grace's chest tightened with sudden guilt. She ordered water and sat 2 tables away, pretending to read the menu. Caspian checked his watch. 5 minutes passed. 10. Grace saw something fragile in his expression, hope mixed with doubt. He wasn't some heartless CEO. He was just a man, a lonely one. Then his date walked in, a polished, confident woman named Margot. She smiled too widely, spoke too fast. Caspian tried to match her energy, but Grace could see the mismatch. He was gentle. She was performing. Grace was supposed to interrupt now, spill something, cause a scene, but her hands stayed frozen in her lap. Margot's phone rang. She answered it. "Sorry, work emergency," she said, not sounding sorry. She stood, grabbed her coat, left. Caspian sat there alone, staring at his water. Grace felt her heart crack open. She didn't plan what happened next. She just stood up and walked over. "Excuse me," Grace said softly. "I'm sorry, I don't mean to intrude, but are you all right?" Caspian looked up, startled. Then he smiled, a sad, real smile. "That obvious, huh?" Grace hesitated. "I just thought no one should sit alone like that." He gestured to the empty chair. "Would you join me? I already ordered too much food." She should have said no, should have left. But something in his voice, something honest and hurt, made her sit down. They talked for 2 hours, not about money or status, about small things. Caspian spoke about his daughter, Stella, 7 years old, obsessed with dinosaurs and rainy Sundays. His voice softened when he said her name. "Her mom passed 3 years ago," he said quietly. "I haven't been very good at this, dating, moving forward." Grace's throat tightened. "I have a daughter too, Lily. She's 8. She's everything." "What does she love?" "Drawing, laughing, living, even when it's hard." Something passed between them. Understanding, the kind only parents carry. Grace couldn't hold it in anymore. Her hand shook as she spoke. "I need to tell you something." Caspian leaned forward, concerned. "What is it?" "I was paid to ruin your date tonight." The words fell like stones between them. Caspian went still. "What?" Grace told him everything. Vanessa, the money, Lily's surgery, the desperation that had pushed her into that cafe. Tears blurred her vision as she finished. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. "I didn't go through with it. I couldn't, but you deserve to know. Caspian was silent for a long moment. Then he did something she didn't expect. He reached across the table and gently placed his hand over hers. "Thank you for telling me," he said. Grace looked up, shocked. "You could have taken the money and walked away, but you didn't. That says more about you than the mistake." Grace and Caspian didn't fall in love overnight. Love wasn't a lightning strike for them. It was a slow sunrise. Coffee at the diner where she worked, walks in the park with Stella and Lily, who became fast friends, quiet evenings when words weren't needed. Caspian helped with Lily's surgery, not as a transaction, but as a friend. Grace refused at first, but he was gentle, insistent. "Let someone help you," he'd said. "That's not weakness, it's trust." And slowly, carefully, trust became something more. It wasn't grand, just a small gathering. Stella held Lily's hand as they walked. Grace wore a simple ivory dress. Caspian's eyes filled with tears when he saw her. The officiant asked for their vows. Caspian spoke first, voice steady and warm. "Grace, you taught me something I'd forgotten." He paused, smiling through the emotion. "That kindness isn't weakness. It's the strongest thing." Grace took his hands in hers. Her voice trembled, but her words were clear. "You saw me when I couldn't see myself. You believed I was good when I didn't. That changed everything." They kissed as their daughters cheered. Later, at the small reception, Lily tugged Grace's sleeve. "Mama, are we a family now?" Grace knelt down, pulling her close. "We always were, sweetheart. Now we're just bigger." Stella joined the hug. Caspian wrapped his arms around all three of them. "You know what I learned?" Caspian said softly, looking at Grace. "The hardest thing to do is also the most important. Choosing kindness when the world makes it hard. You did that, and it saved us both." Grace rested her head on his shoulder. Outside, the evening glowed gold and forgiving.